All right, Kyle, and we are live. June charity account. I'm out of a new office. Take a look. I know it's
Looking
still bare bones in the back. This is not a background. I am
look
not using a background this month.
There you
I have
go,
moved
looking
to a new
good,
office at my
looking
house.
good.
Thank you. Let's another listen. Things are a bit tough, at least for kind of some traders that we talk to. Things are not like printing, but sounds like we were green again. I don't want to give away how much green. I'm sure you'll take us through that, but we were green for June again. That's 3 months in a row. We
It
stuck to
is.
the plan, right?
We did, yeah. So no, I would say overall not our best month. Let me share the screen here, and we will pull it open and take a look. But green is green. So we were
Can't
plus
hate on green.
$524. So not a huge return, a little over 1.3% based on our little over $40,000 starting balance now.
Right. Nice.
So we were in a real good spot first week of the month.
Yeah, I remember
Um,
first week was solid.
yeah,
Yeah.
did off to a fabulous start. Gave all of that back and then some. The second week of the month over a couple pretty
Yeah.
rough days.
Yep.
And then clawed some of it back here the last few weeks. So again, you can see we're riding the roller coaster. We went
Yeah,
up
it's
to
crazy.
the top. We came down, and then a little bit up and down afterwards. But in the end, stayed green for the month. So we will
Kyle,
not
do me a
not
solid,
complain about that.
just so the users can see. Zoom out the last 3 months. I just want to see the equity curve for the last 3 months.
We can definitely do that. Yeah. So we started April
April 1st,
April
yeah.
1. So we
I
back
mean,
this.
listen, it's not the prettiest curve, but it's going one direction, man. So like, can't
Yeah,
hate
I
on
mean,
that.
this is where we want to be. So yeah, we're not quite at $3,000 profit again on a $40,000 starting account. So in aggregate,
7%.
right at
Beauty.
7% over April, May, June. So I mean, 3 months, 7% in 3 months is nothing to sneeze at. And what we thought were relatively difficult trading conditions. So yeah, I would say we're pretty pleased with where we are in total. Was hoping, particularly based on the way the month of June started out, that this may
Yeah.
have turned into be our best month yet, but was not to be. So
Let's take a look. So I mean, those of you who are maybe tuning in for the first time, if you look, we've been doing this since April every single month. For the last 90 days, we've been overall green and about 7% up for the last 3 months, and we stuck to the plan, right? You haven't
yes,
intervened, you haven't touched anything, you haven't been a super trader, you've just pressed
correct.
connect
No,
and
no, no.
went for it.
Yeah, no manual trading whatsoever. This,
Attaboy.
is on a schedule. It runs when it runs, based on the scheduled entries. The webhook triggered entries come in when they come in. Everything does what it does. We don't close anything early. We don't adjust any stops. It's all runs according to plan.
Gotcha.
We were off FOMC meeting on Wednesday the 17th, and then the market was closed on the
Right.
19th. So that's why we've got a couple days there with no trades.
Yeah. And the last day of the month, we also skip. So yeah,
And
that's
then yeah,
okay.
we don't trade the end of the month day, and this is the end of the quarter as well in June. So the one thing that we did add, so the first 2 months we traded strictly multi-entry iron condors and the Donchian trades and an opening range trade. We added for June 2 new trades. We did a double calendar that turned out to not be much
Well,
of an
get in there,
impact
dude.
here.
Get in the
Yeah, so
strategy. Yeah. Let's see it.
let's take a look here.
Yeah.
So as the bread and butter, the multi-entry iron condors, the EMA trades, the Danshin trades, and the opening range breakout trades, the four things we traded the previous 2 months were all green. So had we not added these two new trades, we would have been way better off. So sometimes,
Listen,
That's just kind of how things go. You start trading something new or you size up and it just doesn't go
It,
well right
it's
away.
always like that.
It
It's
just
always
it
like
just
that.
happens.
So I'm just looking highest PCR. Donchin was high. Lucy, last 2 months we stuck to the plan. Last 2 months Donchin was kind of crappy. This month's highest PCR,
That
right?
is true. Yeah.
So
Doesn't have as many
it doesn't have
trades.
as much weight, right?
We don't
Exactly.
sell as
So
much premium with that, but
yeah,
yeah, it was premium capture was the highest.
yeah, but
So
significantly higher, right? Like double up
yeah,
versus everything else, right?
yeah. So yeah, so no, those were good. This Apple double calendar, turns out June was a bad month to add that, primarily just based on the schedule. That's only one. We only got one trade entered because of the two Friday holidays.
Holidays, yeah, yeah, yeah.
We had the Friday holiday on the 19th in June, then we had the holiday at the 4th of July weekend on Friday, the 3rd of July, which would have been our long leg, a couple once, and a short leg another week. So we didn't get more than one of those entered. So we should have a more normal looking amount of trades where hopefully we'll get one of those on every Friday other than the third. Because again, the market was closed, but I think we should have hit
So,
the
so
other
we have
weeks
one coming
in
up then,
July.
right? We have one. We're shooting this one on today's Monday, so we have one end of the week, right?
Yes, we should have one open this
Okay.
Friday and the rest of the Fridays in July. As far as I know, I need to maybe go back and look at the schedule, but I think that should work out. And the Friday that we did open this was a huge down day. VIX popped way up. Premiums, volatility expanded, so it was really a bad entry for a double calendar.
Yeah,
At
you
a
had a
high
volatility
at a
collapse at
high
some
vol
point.
point, and things turned around within a couple days. We hit our delta exit on that, which I think is 70, going over 70 delta on one of the short legs. It was a couple days into that trade, and it closed. So we'll take some more shots at it in July, and hopefully have a little bit better luck.
That sounds good. I see the drift trade also didn't do 205 entries. Yeah, it's been. I looked at that trade a little more closely. There is stretches of time where this thing will just like kind of teeter totter, like not really give up much, but not gain much. But during
Yeah.
a big recovery, this is where this thing can print. And
Rem- rem-
it's been positive every single year since dailies. I mean,
yeah. Remind me what we're doing there, kind of what the entry
y-
criteria are, and what the
sure,
trade is
sure.
targeting.
So we're looking for a compression in VIX overnight, and we're looking for a slight gap up and a breakout of the opening range. So it's kind of like a medley of positivity. That's kind of how I would describe it, right? So VIX
Okay.
compresses, we gap up slightly, not over gap. Like we're not looking for like a crazy 1-2% gap. We're just looking for a slight
Yeah.
gap
Just
up.
a move up.
And then we're looking for the orb, a tight orb time to break to the upside. So kind of a three-layer approach, right? And then if all those things align, you get the ability to really pop this thing and and this thing should
Okay.
run. I mean, based on the testing I've done, it should run.
Yeah. So we got five of those in June, and looks like we got one win on that. So it looks like we got faked out more often than not on those up moves. And
Yeah, it's funny because I run that live too, and it's been a kind of a crappy because like and on SPX it's a lot costlier, but yeah, this listen when it prints,
yeah,
it prints. Like you just kind of have to stick it out, and
yeah, because
it's a nice counterbalance, right? If things rip, calls are getting squashed, obviously, right? Short calls are
yeah,
getting
because
blown
it's
out, and this thing is gaining value, right? So it's a good
yeah,
counterbalancing trade and a good kind of a good mix versus being short calls.
yeah, because it's a trade we're opening above the market and hoping to let the market rise kind of into that window.
Exactly. We're hoping
As
to
the
catch
day
that drift up.
progresses.
Yeah.
Got it. And that's did not happen. Only one of those five
Unfortunately
times
not.
this month. So
Um,
again, hopefully we'll have some more shots at it in July, and we'll see.
yep.
So for July, at this point, we have no additional trades or no changes planned. So we're going to continue to let the original four strategies run, this double
Correct.
calendar, the drift up strategy, have some
Correct.
more shots at it in July, and we will see how things go.
It's interesting that EMA and just mechanical entry, sort of time based trades, produced about the same PCR. Usually, you're expecting EMA to a trend of some sort to add lift. It didn't this time. Interesting, but plenty of shots on that. So we'll
Yep,
see. We'll see. We'll
that,
see how.
that we will.
How about one sec before we jump off? Can you just go back to April again and just I want to see if EMA, because you've been really good picking those EMA times and sort of zones that you're finding.
Or yeah,
Yeah, okay, you see that perfect example, right? The average on something MEIC has been 6, and yeah, EMA has been 14, so almost triple the amount. Yeah,
yeah. So
significant.
no, it is. Yeah, the trend trades have definitely carried
Carry the portfolio. Yeah,
most of the portfolio here. I mean, yeah, definitely on the PCR side, the multi-entry iron condors again may have made almost as much money, but we're selling double the amount of premium because
right.
we're selling calls and puts on every trade, every entry with those. Um, so
Uh,
we're close to break even here on
yeah,
the opening
yeah,
range breakout
yeah,
trade, and we're still just a little
yeah,
underwater on the Danchin trade, which
yeah,
again we saw was positive in June. So we've
yeah,
made up some of that.
yeah.
We just got off to kind of a rough start over the
We
first couple
did,
of months.
we did.
So we will continue, yeah, like we said, to let all those roll in July, and I'm hopeful that we will have another positive month, some more profits to put in the book and add to the pile for the donations at the end of the year.
That's exciting. What kind of drawdown are we in right now? Like total drawdown percentage wise?
Let's take a quick look. So the drawdown, we are currently about
Ah,
about
child's play.
700,
1.5%.
1.5%. The worst we have done earlier in June got down to a little over 3%. So the max drawdown on the account has been 3%,
Right.
again against a almost 7% rate of return so far.
Yeah.
So that's nothing.
I mean, look at your ratios. Look at your MAR. Look at your Sortino. Like it's phenomenal. Sharp is over two, like almost 2.5. That's
Yeah,
hedge fund
that's
level stuff,
definitely
pal. Hedge fund level stuff. Stuff.
long, long term. That's, I mean, 3 months in, again, the data all just gets a little smoother. The slight ebbs and flows, with a couple bad weeks here and there,
Exactly.
don't impact things quite as much as we're able to zoom out. And the more, months of trades and hundreds of trades we get entered here over the remainder, the second half of the year, I hope to see more of the same.
And all this reporting is already available to Max users testing things, correct?
Yes. So yeah, the reporting that we've been looking at here since we started is part of the new Max feature set for Trade Automation Toolbox subscribers that will be available shortly this summer. We're testing now. We're adding users have the ability to add themselves to the wait list if this is something they're interested in being able to use with their accounts, their live trades, and have a little more flexible analysis than what we have just in the software. And we will be continuing to iterate on this, fix bugs, add features, take
Right. Of
suggestions as we always do.
course.
And will be something, hopefully, by the time we have our next video out here, that we'll have a lot more people in, maybe some additional features that we're able to get worked on in the next month. And
Nice.
yeah,
Very nice.
excited about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Excited to see what July brings. So let's see
Yep,
if we
for
could
sure.
continue that donation, continue growing. But let's see if we could do 4 months of green in a row.
That is the goal
That'd
at
be
this
impressive.
point.
Yeah, yeah. That'd be impressive.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
Beauty. Until next time. We'll see
Sounds
you
good.
guys in
We'll
July. End of July.
see.
So early August. Sorry. Early
Yep.
August is when this will launch.
All right. Sounds
Take care,
good.
guys.
All right. See you.